Hello, my name is Steve Paniagua, and we're here to talk about low security in America, whether we need it or not. And we got a few guests here. We got Jesus Romero.
Hi, guys.
We got George Rubalcaba.
Yo, what's up?
We got Rafael Angulo.
Free TK.
We also got Omar Avila.
What's up? It's your boy.
I got a few questions for you guys. One being, do you think we need more security in America, and why?
I think we do need more security due to the events that happen, such as in Vegas, the shooting that happened just for country music, and there was poor security in that event.
No, it was in a hotel. It was in the hotel. They didn't check his bag.
I feel like the hotel should have enforced more of a security type of, like maybe a metal detector or check people's bags or something like an X-ray, like in the airports. For example, like 9/11, there was poor security there, and two planes hit the Twin Towers. One hit the Pentagon, and another hit somewhere else. Where did it hit?
I don't know. It was some open field.
Yeah, I don't think the last one hit its target, but due to that, many people were lost, and a major building in New York was lost. Two of them actually, and a lot of people died because of poor security, and we could have improved that.
Alright, so what's your opinion, Jesus, on this?
Well, one thing is not having enough security, but another thing is that that security abuses of their power. Sometimes they let things happen. What's your opinion, guys, on that?
Don't you think sometimes they underuse it?
Yeah, because less events, like less tragic events would happen if securities maybe checked more, or probably went and try to check more people, any people. Because there's plenty of things that happen because people don't check. For example, at the fair this year meaning 2017 at, what's the Day Festival, right?
Yeah, the Day Festival.
There was a fair and someone snuck in again, even though there was metal detectors. So I don't know how that's possible if there's metal detectors. So people obviously don't enforce their job, enforce the stuff they do, or else unless they're lazy or they don't want to. But if people would really take their job seriously, they would make sure stuff like this doesn't happen.
I gotta agree with you, because when I went to the fair, they really didn't check anything. I took a backpack, and I mean, all they did is really fill one pocket, and that's all they did. So I could have easily snuck in something, but obviously I didn't, because I mean, I'm a good boy. Yeet.
Pause.
What do you?
Also, in events like Coachella Fest, many people broke in and snuck in because there's not enough security around the whole perimeter. Anyone could have snuck in any type of weapon or type of drugs that's harmful to the people in there and to the environment Coachella.
Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is that there was a threat towards the festival of Coachella that a producer was gonna shoot up Coachella, and so I hope that the securities know what they're doing, and hopefully they could prevent that producer from, causing mass shooting in the festival.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you guys. I mean, I've heard a lot of people sneaking into Coachella and sneaking things in. I mean, at the front, I've heard they actually check a lot, but like, I mean, they don't check everywhere, like all around the perimeter. You could easily sneak in, from what I've heard.
Yeah, you could. It's crazy.
Yeah, but at the same time, too much security can make people feel uncomfortable and it can hinder their people's freedoms.
But it's a priority to make people feel safe around their homes.
It's a necessary sacrifice to add more security so people don't feel like they gotta look around all the time, look everywhere. If we have more security, people will have less type of attacks in mind, so they can feel more calm and safe everywhere they go.
Yeah, but what if that threat comes from the security? Like, for example, I saw this news where this guy, he got shot because the cop was drunk.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I remember I saw this news report where security guard at the airport was patting down an autistic kid, and if they would touch him, he would he'd freak out, and the security kind of went too far and kind of like touched his private parts, and the kid had to go through treatment because of what the security did, and they didn't do anything to the security. The security was scotch free.
That's why officers have background checks and mental and physical checks to make sure they're up to necessary precaution or caliber, so they could be ready to handle any situation.
Also, I think securities need to know that they have, like, they can't overuse their power against the civilians. But yeah, they could use their security to secure the people, but don't overuse it to the point where you're
like
touching
harassment.
someone. Yeah, harassment and everything. So
I got a question for you guys. If you guys were in control of adding more security or taking off security, what would you guys do and why?
I think I'll add more security, but make sure not to let them overuse their power against civilians and everything.
Definitely add more security, but as an X-rays or thermal type of equipment, so we could check if there's anything fishy, or even extra metal detectors or the metal detecting wands that can make sure you don't have anything on you.
Yeah, just like the metal detectors or the X-rays from airports that check your luggage and everything. I think they should have that for like people too, so they could see like through your pockets and everything.
All right, Jesus, what's your opinion on it?
In my opinion, I'll just leave it as it is, because with or without security, like the more security there is, there's still gonna be problems if there's like much more or much less. So I'll just leave it as it is.
That's a very good opinion there, Jesus. Rafael, what about you?
I would add security, but I wouldn't add as much security as Omar said, where it's all thermal and whatever he said, and it all just depends on the event or wherever they need security.
George, you know how you mentioned overusing again? Don't you think they underuse it sometimes?
Honestly, I do think they underuse it sometimes. Like, some securities are lazy and they have no passionate for what they're doing as a job.
Alright guys, I got a new question for you guys. Do you guys think it's the security's fault or the training that the securities took, and why?
I think it's gonna be the securities, because they control themselves and they went through a training where their boss told them that they need to do certain objectives and everything, and so if they don't do it, it's gonna be the security's fault.
I feel like it's a split decision. I feel like the training could be enforced, but also security could be lazy or not dedicated to what they're doing. I feel like if the training was taken more seriously and saving citizens' lives, everyday civilians, they gotta do. It's because they won't understand until they go through a type of situation like that. So that's why the training must be taken seriously.
I think that I think it's the training's fault, because like I'm pretty sure it's tough, but like it could be tougher, not just on the physical but also mental issue. Like they should focus on that too.
For example, I got a cousin that got a security job easy. I think it was at a like a store. No, it wasn't a store. I can't remember. I think it was a school, and he got a job very easily. He hardly had to do training, and I just felt like it could have been a little bit tougher and make sure that the person actually takes his job seriously. Because if it's easy to get a job like that, then anyone could do it and not take it seriously.
I agree with that, because if you don't get enough training, you're not gonna know how to handle situations and shit.
For me, they just need to be ready for whatever situation, and they have to also be mentally and physically ready for whatever they may be.
Such as situations and everything.
Thank you for your guys' time. I'm glad to have you guys here. Well, I'm finally gonna give out my opinion. I basically think that there should be more security, due to the fact that a few people actually get hurt out there because there wasn't enough security at certain places. Like, there should be cameras where there isn't cameras. Like in dark alleyways, there should be cameras there, at least with night vision or something, so we can catch crime where it's at, regardless of there's no actual person right there. We should have it at least on film so we can catch who and when it happened, so we could catch them and put them in jail where they belong. Alright, well, that's my opinion. And, well, before I end this, do you guys want to put out your opinion or anything like that? Any thoughts? Final thoughts?
Yeah, I concur with you, Steve. I feel like there should be surveillance cameras where there aren't, and extra security, even though there is in some places. They always got to be ready, always got to be pounced on any situation that might happen, and always got to be ready for everything that might occur. thank you for your time, and I want to say good podcast, you guys. Good job, and
Hey, that's my line.
salutations.
Hey, dude, that's my podcast. Get out of here.
Take it.